Hello, my name is Sarah. Welcome to the It is a Sarah podcast. Today it is Wednesday, June 12, 2024, and this is another daily episode. I am wearing my scrappy Leith today. I'm actually quite happy that it's not really summer weather in the Netherlands right now, but quite cold, because I can wear this cardigan all the time. And I didn't expect that, but it's really a hard jumping cardigan. It makes me so happy, all the colors and also the fit and the feeling. It's a perfect addition to my handmade wardrobe. I'm also wearing my Hinterland dress. I made it myself. I'm very proud. I'm not a very advanced sewer, so that's quite a challenge for me. Every now and then I try. I want to be a more advanced sewer, but I don't really like sewing, so it's a bit of a struggle. But I will sew on my skirt today. I think I have the time for that. But this dress with the short sleeves, the Hinterland dress, a pattern by Liberated, it has all the options, and this is my first dress with short sleeves, I guess, and I really love to wear this model in this time of the year. So it's a happy handmade outfit. Today I want to tell you a little bit about a crochet work that is sleeping in her project bag. I prefer to work on several projects at the same time. I always have quite some works on my needles, and most of the time one project has my main focus, and it's most of the time it is a garment, and I always have socks and a blanket and all the things, but the one project that has my main focus will grow the fastest. At the moment, that is my Hildegard vest. I showed it in Monday's episode. It was my cast on from this weekend, and I really love knitting on it. It's an easy peasy project. It's a Dutch design by Nienke Landman. Her Instagram name and also her working handle is Mooi van Draad, which means beautiful from yarn. I think that's the literal translation. Her patterns are in English, in Dutch, but you can find them on Etsy. You can find the link on my Monday's episode. But it's really a hard jumping project. I knitted on it quite some last night. It is quite annoying. Our dog is, I don't know how you say that in English, but in Dutch we call it in de rui. That means she loses all her hair, her winter coat. She's taking off her winter coat, I guess. And she's not hanging it on the place where my kids must hang their winter coats. She just drops it on the floor. All the hair. It's really annoying. I find hair everywhere and I don't like that. I am vacuuming all the time like crazy. But it seems that this garment is a doggy winter coat magnet, so it's very visible, and I don't like that. But it's hard jumping for the rest of it. Only the dog hair is annoying. We shall see how that will be when I wear it. It's only a few days, a few weeks, and then her winter coat is gone. and then the same process will repeat at the beginning of the autumn, I guess. But that's I'm working on that, but I have a little crochet work in this lovely project bag, which is not moving. And that's not a problem, because I don't have a problem with projects not moving. But I do have a problem with projects not moving when there's a problem in the project. Do you know what I mean? Then it becomes an energy leak. I know there is a mistake in this project, and that's not a problem because I do that all the time. But I don't feel the motivation to fix the mistake. And then it becomes an energy leak. Then it's pulling on me all the time. I know, oh, there is that project and it's not okay. You have to do something, and it's there all the time. That's interesting. When there would be nothing wrong with this project, it was just laying there and waiting until it was her time again. But now there is a mistake. It's constantly screaming, fix me, fix me, fix me. And then that's costing energy. So I think I will listen today and I will fix the mistake. The lovely project bag is a gift by a Dutch project bag maker. She's one of my favorites. Her name is Rachel. Her Instagram handle is Rachelebel, and she makes the most beautiful project bags of vintage fabric. This one was gifted to me. All my Rachel collection was gifted to me by her. And this one is very bright and happy and uplifting, an uplifting project bag. So that's okay for a project with a problem. That helps. Uplifting your energy so you have enough energy and trust and motivation to fix the problem. The problem is on this crochet work. Maybe you recognize it from 2 weeks ago. I started it by then. This is my second Sunny Square Tote. My first one is this one. It is a pattern by a Dutch crocheter. Her name is Daphne. And she made the design for a Dutch yarn shop, byPhilon. The yarn shop does sell the kits to make this crochet bag and also the patterns. And you can also, the kits are available in several color combinations, but you can also choose your own color combination. So I will link it all down below. I don't know if it's interesting for you. Maybe the pattern, it is in Dutch, but I think with Google Translate and also with the graphics, you can crochet it also when you are not a Dutch speaker, I guess. But it was all gifted to me, the pattern and the kit. And it was really a hard jumping project. I love to crochet. Crocheting granny squares is really my true, deeply first love in crafting. So I really enjoyed making this bag. I don't really use it. I'm more a backpack person. I am not a person who switches from bags all the time. I just want to have all my important stuff in one bag and I can grab it when I have to go to somewhere, when I need my bag. There's also always a knitting project or a crochet project in that bag. That's one of your lifesavers when you have unexpected waiting time. So I don't really use it. My girls want to use it, but for now it's hanging on my chair and it's just looking beautiful there. I love the look of it and it's perfect. So I immediately knew that I wanted to make another one. And I had quite some worsted weight cotton in my yarn stash. And I was making a color combination, and one of my friends, she has even more worsted weight cotton in her yarn stash, and I was allowed to search for the color I missed in my own stash, and I chose this one. It's a bit a pink. It's not really coral pink. It's also not really sweet pink. Also not really peachy pink. I actually have no idea how you can which name you can give to this color. Which shade of pink is it? I don't know. Bit of an orangey pink? I don't know, but it's a beautiful color, and the color combination is really interesting and nice. I combined it with a warm red, a wine red I had from this bag, the first color, and some dark brown and black. And I think this bag will be for my sister if she wants to have it. If she doesn't need it or doesn't like it, I will keep it myself. Doesn't matter. It is just, again, a really nice process crochet work. Not a process knit, a process crochet. Because I really enjoy crocheting granny squares. And my plan was to crochet one square a day. Because it's just Crocheting granny squares is always a heart jumping activity to me. And just by making one a day, you are quite sure you have one heart jumping moment every day. It's easy peasy, it's relaxing, it really recharges my battery. So, and it's also not very time consuming when you make one a day. And suddenly the bag will be finished. That's also a nice surprise when you do small steps. With this one, I just couldn't stop and I made it within 24 hours. But easy peasy slow can also be nice. But there was a mistake happening. I brought this project with me on our family trip a few weeks ago, and I was chatting and crocheting, and I thought that would be a good combination, but it wasn't, because I made a mistake. You can see it here. This is not the right way. The mistake is in the first square, so I have to rip out all the black borders and refix it. It's not a hard task, it's just an annoying thing, and I never felt the motivation until today. So I just put it in my bag, and since then it's screaming there, and I'm trying to ignore it. I don't know why. It was quite busy the last weeks. Maybe that was the reason, but it doesn't care if I'm busy or not. It still is screaming all the time. So today I thought, let's fix the mistake and turn this crochet project into a heart jumping project again. So I will show that to you, how I will do that. And before I will do that, I will have some breakfast. I'm quite late today with breakfast. I had a morning coffee with my friends, with my neighbors, and I'm hungry right now, and I can't film my crocheting when I'm hungry because my belly makes a lot of noise. I had that before in other episodes, and it's really, I feel a bit ashamed, but my belly doesn't care about people watching on YouTube. There it goes. That was quite soft. So I will have my oatmeal morning breakfast before I will show you how I fix my crochet mistake.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down,
So my mistake is fixed, and as I expected, it didn't take a long time. I put it on my original bag to check if I placed the squares at the right place, and I did. I don't weave in the yarn ends yet. I will do that at the end. Normally I like to weave in the ends as I go, but when you make a mistake, it's very annoying when you already have weaved in your yarn ends. So I learned from the past, and I don't weave them in until I'm sure it's okay. So I did change them a little bit. My mistake was here, but I decided for my second try I will work bottom up. So I will work the bottom of the bag. So there must be a folded square right here at the next, and then that one on both sides, and then the back will grow. And as a reward for my fixing mistake, for my dedication, I decided that I found all those tiny beginnings, and this one is almost finished. I decided that for today I am allowed to complete all those squares and attach them to the bag, so it will grow a little bit further today, and then I will go back to my 1 square a day rhythm. So I'm very looking forward that it's so satisfying crocheting squares, and it's also interesting that the energy around this project completely changed when I was fixing the mistake. It was really I was not feeling motivated to work on it, but now it's back on track. It's really my crochet fire is spot on. So yeah, that's always interesting. Just put a little effort in something and your feelings about it can change completely. I learn life lessons from my knitting and crochet all the time. There is something else. I was making a picture for my Instagram, and while I was making the picture, I could really see the wobbly bobbly sides of this bag. It is not blocked, and I didn't thought it was a problem until now. When I was taking the picture, it was very visible to me, especially at the points where the squares connect with each other. You really see that it's not a straight line. And that's not really a problem, but I love straight lines and neat lines. So now suddenly there is a new tool on my wish list. I saw at the designer's Instagram, I knew already that they exist, but her picture on Instagram reminded of it. There is a little tool. It is a bit of a little piece of wood with all the pointy places in which you can point pins. It is in a square shape, and you can put your squares on the wooden plate. Now, shelf, plankje, board, wooden board. I don't know. Plankje is the Dutch word. And you attach the points at the right place, at the points of the square, and then I think you can wet block on it. Then they will be all the perfect same shape. Straight lines, and it will block out very neatly. There is also a con. You can't crochet them together anymore, of course. You can do that, but the effect of the blocking will disappear, I guess, with the unblocked last round. So I don't know if it will solve my problem totally, but it's still on my wish list anyway. It doesn't have priority, but it's just maybe a nice tool to have as a granny square lover. What I will do for now, I will try to block this tote bag. It is 100% cotton, and I did block my Sommerknus tee this weekend, and I was really impressed by the effect. This is not the color. It's brighter. Yeah, this is the color. Light is a weird thing. I was really impressed by the effect of blocking cotton, a cotton fiber, cotton linen this is. So yeah, I will try it on the tote bag too. I will block it, I will soak it wet with no soap, only hot water. And then I think I will pin it on my blocking mat and maybe stretch those lines out a bit, pin them. Yeah, I think I will do that. And I am really curious what difference that will make. So I will do that. So it is a few hours later and I did quite some crochet. I made a mistake again. I fixed the mistake again. Yeah, I'm not done yet, but that's okay. I alternate my crocheting with some editing time. You can see my desk, it's not as cozy and neat as it is normally when I'm filming. I think this is actually quite normal. A big mess with a coffee mug and my laptop and my water bottle and all the adapters, the chargers, I think. Yeah, but that's okay. It's a nice working space. So I do a little bit of editing, a little bit of crochet, and on and on. And I was editing my today's episode, and I was searching for a good music piece under my crocheting granny squares, and I realized that it might be interesting to share a little bit of background of the searching music for your crochet and knitting episode podcast process. Let me start at the beginning, the begin tune. I think yesterday went wrong. I never check my videos when they are on YouTube, but yesterday I did. I don't know why, actually. Maybe I felt something was wrong. I'm always a bit afraid that I will forget something. I make an edit mistake. I make every now and then, but it's okay. But yesterday, my begin tune, I always start my episodes with the same begin tune, and it was suddenly another tune, which I used later in the episode. I don't know what happened, but when I am editing and certainly all the different parts, it is a big mess and I have to put them all in the right place, and I do it in Dutch and in English, so some parts I can just copy and paste in the other episode and some parts not, and yeah, it's always a bit switching around, and in the end there are two complete episodes, but sometimes little things can go wrong, and that's not a problem. Yeah, it is a problem, but it's okay. I don't want to stress about that, because then I am not having fun anymore. But I discovered that my begin tune was different. That was not supposed to be. But my begin tune is when you start a YouTube channel, you have access to a audio library. You can use all the audio. You can't use every audio, of course, because of the licenses, the rights of the artist, and YouTube has a collection which you can use for free. And I picked my begin tune from that library. It is called Senorita from Haugen. I don't know the artist, but I really love the sound of the tune, so I always use that as a start. And when I start making more and more episodes, yeah, the collection on YouTube is quite big, but not big enough for me. So I asked one of my Dutch knitting friends who also makes podcasts. Her name is Mirjam Molenbeek. She only podcasts in Dutch, so I don't know if it's interesting for you, but I asked her if she had any advice for which source you can use for music under your YouTube episodes, and she advised me Epidemic Sound, epidemicsound.com. It's a big collection, and you can pay for it. I paid quite a big amount of money. For me, it was the biggest investment in my YouTube career, I guess. I never use fancy things. I don't have a microphone. I don't have a podcast camera. I film with my phone. I don't have anything. I do have a standard, but it was from my husband, from his photographing hobby from a few years ago. And it took me years to discover we had such a thing. I always was building towers to put my phone in a standard. It was very wonky, but I'm that kind of podcaster, and that's okay. But investing in the music was quite fun, because now I had access to a very big library with all the fragments and music and beautiful sounds. And I always pick my music on Sound. You have a website. Oh, my laptop is sleeping right now. That's the website. And you can use all the filters to search for music which suits your episode the best, or what you are making. I always love to choose those easy, little bit romantic, acoustic fragments. I'm a bit, at this moment, I'm a bit in the vocal sphere, the vocal phase. In my life, everything goes in phases. So maybe you can expect a hard rock phase in the near future. No worries. And that's not my taste, but I don't know if it really will match with the crochet and knitting content. But in the beginning, I love to use only the instrumental parts, but the last weeks I'm also interested in some vocals, in some singing. But it's quite funny, because I actually never listen to the lyrics. When I choose a fragment, most of the time I listen to the music and to the sound of the voice. When I think it's a match with what I feel good about it, I use it in my podcast. I also realized that a lot of that's also the way I listen music in general. I'm not a big music lover. I don't really love music quite often. Did I say that? Sometimes I forget what I told in the Dutch part and what in the English part. My family listens to a lot of music. Not really. When I'm home alone, it's always quiet. I prefer that. I listen music every now and then in the car, or when we're doing the dishes, and that's okay. But I'm not a lyric listener. And sometimes when I think a song is very beautiful, after a few times I do listen to the lyrics, and it also can touch my heart, but not at the first time, not in the beginning. So I found the music, a song to put under me crocheting granny squares, and I was listening it, and then I had to laugh because it was quite a dramatic lyrics, and it is actually also inspiring and quite fun, but also a little bit heavy maybe for someone just crocheting granny squares. But I will leave it there because I love the song. But I thought it would be nice to give you a little bit background information about how I choose the music. So we are in the vocal phase, and I don't know, maybe there will be a piano phase or a nature sound phase. I don't know. We shall see. I am just having fun with creating those videos. And I read every now and then that you are enjoying my choice of music. Of course, that's personal. Thank you. If you like it, I like it too. And it's just fun to create a whole piece of all those small edits, all those small video parts I make during the day. Okay, I will go on editing. Today is Wednesday, so that means rabbit knitting day. I'm almost finished with editing my episode, and then I will spend a little time with this little rabbit to be basket. My rabbits don't grow really fast. I'm making my own children. A few months ago, I made a blue rabbit for my little niece. I always thought that knitting stuffies was not my piece of cake, my cup of tea. Piece of cake is not right. Cup of tea, you can have a piece of cake with your cup of tea, but you have to say it right, Sarah. I thought knitting stuffies was not my cup of tea. There is a whole background story around the blue rabbit, so if you are interested in that, search for the episode end of March, I guess. But I really fell in love with knitting the rabbits from Little Cotton Rabbit. I fell in the rabbit hole of knitting rabbits, and I decided that I want to knit my own 3 children in rabbits, 1 boy and 2 girls, and I want to knit the rabbits, and then I want to make them a whole wardrobe. And I decided that I want to spend every Wednesday, I want to spend an hour on knitting rabbits. But it was very busy the weeks before now, and it will not get any better, I guess, not this week. So they are not growing really fast, and I really feel a desire for another rabbit week. Only knit on the rabbits a whole week long, fall down into the rabbit hole, and yeah, just only rabbits. I had so much fun doing that in March. So I was thinking, I don't have the time for it right now. I have too many deadlines knitting wise, but also for my administration. I'm organizing something in November and it asks some focus. But I was thinking about, let me see. We are quite close to holiday here in the Netherlands. My girls, they have to go to school. They have lessons for 1 week, and then there are 2 weeks they don't really officially have holiday, but they have some activities every now and then, but also a lot of free time, and I think the mornings will be more easy. So I was thinking maybe the first week of July. I think I have quite some time in the morning because we won't start our day very early. I do, but they won't, so I have more knitting time in the early morning. Or the first week of our holiday, that's the 2nd week of July. Maybe I want to plan a rabbit knitting week then. So I will think about it. If you are interested to join, please think about it too, because it's really fun. So I will share more about it when I'm sure. I have to check my agenda, but I think the 1st or 2nd week of July would be perfect for some rabbit knitting, and I will do a little bit of it now. I think this was it for today. I will finish editing my video, and then I will do a little bit of rabbit knitting if there's some time left. Tomorrow I will definitely show my summerknus tea to you. The weather will be a little bit better, a little bit warmer, and I will tell you all about the tea, and I will show you how the fit is. It is quite an exciting moment for me because I didn't wear it actually. I did a quick fit when it was still wet because I was a little bit worried about the shrinking after blocking, which didn't seem to happen when I put it on, soaking wet, but I didn't check it when it was dry, so we will see that tomorrow. And I also think I will do a last say goodbye coffee moment in my caravan. The caravan is still in front of our house. We sold it. It is absolutely nice. I will tell you more about it tomorrow. We sold it to very, very lovely people, so that's such a warm, good feeling for me. I can let it go in peace. They will pick the caravan up on Friday, so tomorrow I will have my last moment in it. I guess I will enjoy it. I already said goodbye when I was camping, but a final cup of coffee, a final last coffee moment, it's okay. And maybe I will bring you with me on that moment. And there I think there, oh, I have another lovely thing to share tomorrow. I received something lovely in the mail and I will share that too. It's very interesting and nice and heart jumping. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope to see you the next time. Bye bye.